Yeah. At the first part was real. The last part it just trailed off. That was a little fake. You know, but I know my it's like I don't the wind. Uh, I gotta stop. Trying to do ab exercises. To get all the pads out of it. It's hard to get that last pad, but it fluctuates. Um, well, today officially is my birthday. Yes. I'll probably go buy later a small cake, and I'll borrow some balloons. I put a piece for my Elegba and my Orishas, my ancestors, and I'm gonna cut one and dedicate it to you. Absolutely. I'm so sorry that the phone, it rings and everything, but it's completely blank. I think the light bulb died out, so I gotta go to the mobile and have them fix it or get a brand new phone at another $400. Damn. So and some things have happened. Some things have transpired. I got another download, and this one is concerning a murder. It will be directed to the FBI. So after I do this video, I'll be doing videos throughout the day, and I'm gonna do full moon, new moon in Pisces, $25 readings, and connect it to the mundane reading that I gave you per sign. I'll do that, and I have a couple of downloads of occult stuff to give you. So I have a lot of work and material. So for my birthday, since last night, that's what I did. I did meditations, I did my prayers, I did my magical protection because I'm still getting fight. That's part of it. Breaking the computer and stuff. So I got to stay on top of that. Bless my cat, clean, fumigate the hotel room, doing spiritual bath. Having an itinerary. It's Monday, and then go to the pool, work out. Use the facilities, and then get on my bike and maybe ride around. Downtown Houston area. That might be too much. I want to focus on preparing for the course, for the school. We decided to open in October after the retrograde. So registration for the school is open officially because we were going to start on the 19th today, but we're on a retrograde. And look at that. Things like this be happening. I don't want to risk it and begin a full curriculum and then have this problem. So I'm going to do it 2 weeks after the shadow aspect of Mercury retrograde, sometime in mid to late October. So registrations is open, but I'm going to take active people who want to get into the school in October, not on a retrograde. Because of that, my Cash App got disabled. So you'll have to donate through Zelle or PayPal. I prefer a Zelle. Um, so there's some ups and downs happening in my birthday, but it's very important that I keep my vibration up, and because it's very important. Your birthday is very important. I'll tell you why, and I think I've mentioned it before that whatever you do on your birthday, it's a snapshot of the entire year ahead. So if you're being lazy or taking your birthday like any other day, then the entire year will be like any other day. This is where you get to be the most magical. You get to decide by writing down a decrees, like a list or a list of affirmations, what you are going to experience throughout the year. You got to speak it into existence. And then in a year stretch, depending on what you've wrote down as affirmation for the year, on that day, you have to act out bits and pieces of each affirmation in this day of your birthday. I got 12 affirmations. I've already finished four. Before midnight tonight, I will finish the other six. I'm reliving and reenacting exactly what I want to experience full term throughout the year. That's you playing God over your own destiny. even if it's just for a year. You do it every year, and before you know it, you will have complete control of your life. You sitting on the wheel and deciding how your year is going to play out. Don't be afraid and don't bring money problems, rental problems, relationship problems. I don't care how bad it is, a motherfucking killer could be outside your door. No, you're not going to carry that energy with you and give it life, which can then spread itself out throughout the year with similar events happening to you. No, I don't care if the sky is falling. You are going to act out and emotionally plug into the feeling of the moment of those affirmations that you want to experience throughout the year. Relive them miniaturely in that 124 hours that it's your birthday. This is the essence of the solar return. Many of you have asked for a solar return chart. Okay. And if I, and, and I charge quite a bit of money for a solar return chart, but really to me, I think it's like a waste of money only if you know how to map out the rest of the year on the day of your birthday. And if you're disciplined enough to relive bits of these affirmations in that 24 hours, if you're disciplined to do that, then what do you need a solar return chart for? Now, yes, you can use it because you know what house it is and what aspects it's making. So that's wrong for me. I should not have said that. It is important because you could dodge bullets. Now, with the affirmations that you're putting into effect for the year, the solar return, you want it to kind of match with your affirmations of what you want to see manifest for the year, right? So it is important to know your solar return chart, where the sun is by house. Solar return chart is important and useful because it's not about changing signs. Because it doesn't change sign. You're always going to be the same sign every birthday, every year of your birthday. So what's important here in the solar return chart is which house is the sun going to be for the year. Last year it might have been in the third house, so you have to deal with third house issues throughout the year. In addition of seeing through your affirmations, maybe this year it'll fall on your sixth house, with work and service and hygiene and health and meditation and spirituality and education. So these are the themes that are going to play also themselves out in addition to your affirmations that you make on that year. So there'll be two sets of themes: the house position of the solar return for that year of your birthday, and the affirmations that you're going to add to it to help see through your affirmations. You can link your affirmations to things relating to the house where the sun is for the year. I mean, play with it. It's really, really interesting. And for over 40 years doing this, it's been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But I have a surprise for you. Okay. Yes, I do. Please donate. It's optional. It's optional, but it would be nice. It's 347-485-6258 Zelly. Do not send Cash App because Cash App has been disabled because I can only access Cash App through the phone, which is right now is inoperable. So it has to be Zelly or PayPal. 1 second. Let me reach out for my water. Okay. The lunar eclipse, when it actually happens in the sky, gives a different meaning, a different definition than if we're talking about a lunar eclipse in your natal birth chart. The lunar eclipse in your natal birth chart is 100% different than the lunar eclipse by transit that occurs in the heavens. The same for a solar eclipse. There have been throughout history, man has, even though nascent humanity knew nothing about planets and stars or anything like that, one thing that they did know was that there was a burning sun, and at night there was a moon. That's as far as people knew. They didn't understand squares, oppositions, and that's mathematics. That's a language of God. The humanities new. They don't understand that yet. Yeah. survival is the only thing that humanity is concerned in those days. Now what's up in the heavens? The only time humanity ever looked up at the heavens is if there was a strange phenomenon that occurred that was unusual. The sun rising every day has been doing that for, according to scientists, 4.5 billion years. It's actually a little more, right? The moon has always bounced the light of the sun at night. It's never been any different. It's been like that for um, hundreds of millions of years. I'm not going to go into billions because the moon wasn't where it is today, right? Nothing is where it is today, right? So if the moon somehow got in front of the sun and blocked daylight, and it gave the nighttime, an eclipse, especially if it's a solar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is because it involves the Earth and the nodes, the south and north nodes, right? Uh, it's terrifying to witness a solar eclipse if you knew nothing about science and you knew nothing about anything. In those days, there was no such thing as science and reason and logic, but there was magic and superstition. So the bad omens that's associated to the lunar eclipse comes from early humanity that saw things in the sky that was unusual, and automatically they said, "Oh my God, the gods are going to kill us! Oh, we've angered the gods!" Oh no, it was born there at that time, and it has followed us throughout history, throughout the passage of time. It is still seen as an omen today as it did hundreds of millions of years ago. Right? That's the only time any human being or animal, for that reason, will look up at the sky. Because anything that's familiar, no one's gonna. It's almost like it's not there. But God forbid it's morning tomorrow and the sun is not up. Everyone is going to feel the effects of that because it's unusual. Uh, there are two types of eclipses. You have the lunar eclipse and you have the solar eclipse. Throughout nascent humanity up to this point, the one that was most feared was the lunar eclipse because it conjuncts the nodes of the moon. Now, uh, when we have a lunar eclipse as a transit, it causes mundane events, usually world politics, natural disasters. Nature is affected, right? Because the moon pulls the tides. If there's an eclipse to the moon by a big body, that's going to cut the flow current of the earth and the moon, affecting our waters and therefore affecting our weathers and our weather patterns. All that is governed by the moon, right? So understand that. And the moon was something that we saw more often in the sky than the sun. And we saw the moon in different lunar phases that we call them today. We didn't know what it was back in those days. People thought that it was God winking at you, closing your eyes, or having it mid-open. Mid-open is first and last quarter. Full moon or new moon. No, that's how they saw it. They imagined it that way. The lid closed, it was black. Open is the white eyelids of the eyeball. That's how they thought it was God looking at you and reacting because of something that man did. It was a very, very primitive, animal-like type of humanity. But it's interesting that we still to this day carry those same myths and lores right in our DNA to this day. So it's crazy. I mean, that's so crazy that today we still view lunar eclipses as bad, evil. Today we don't want to use those words, so we say omnimus, or we say slightly dark or sinister, or maybe more intellectual types to say subject to question. Subject to question. The lunar eclipse, the natal lunar eclipse, wherever it falls on your natal chart, shows exactly what your problem was in the immediate past life. And if it caused your demise, or if you die with this unresolved, and are you carrying it with you into this life? The lunar eclipse, the natal lunar eclipse, also tells you who your karmics are. Are they from family, friends, a lover? And how did they become karmics? Was it resolved in that life? Or are you bringing it with you and therefore bringing the karmics to reincarnate with you to resolve it in this life? This is eclipsed from you in this life. Only an astrologer can tell you what it is, because we have books of houses and tables and logarithms where we can calculate by year and birthday the lunar eclipse, how many times it occurred that year, and what months, what signs, and by degree, and it will let us know what is the problem. So, who wants to go first? First of all, let me say hello to some of you guys. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. You know, I'll see you sometime in 2-3 years. But it's true though. It's true. Okay. Let me see who's here. Who is here? How many people are here? We got 52 people. Trinity likes, hi, thank you. Let's see. Let us see. Yes. Who wants to be first? King Young, Kira, Tyler. Kara Tyler. Kara Tyler, let me write your name down. Kara Tyler. Kara Tyler. Please donate every 10-15 minutes. We're on a retrograde and things go haywire and crazy on Zelle. So we have Kira. Where are you again? Where are you, Kira? Kira Tyler. Okay, Kira Tyler. What is your birth date? Kira Tyler, what is your birthday? September 25th, 1931. Okay, next. Manifest destiny. Manifest destiny. What is your birthday? Manifest. Manifest destiny. 20593. 20593. And next we have okay, let me go up. Let me go up. Happy birthday, Ebony Gooding. Happy birthday, coming. Thank you. Who wants to be first? A wonderful birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Love you guys. Some more life and blessings. Thank you. Love you. Love you too, guys. Give your little uncle a little something so he can go out and have a good dinner. Yes, you know I got a hustle. Let's give your uncle a little something. Throw your little uncle a bone. I like it when you get mad and los dios. Hey, happy boom day. Thank you. Yes. Who is next? No, okay, how are you? Yes. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Chris. Chris. Chris, you are number 3. Chris. What is your birthday, Chris? Type it down. Let's see. Let me see if I can move that around. Chris, where are you, Chris? What's your birthday, Chris? Chris. What happened to Chris? I'm scrolling further down. Uh-huh. X Brown. Okay, I'm gonna replace Chris with X Brown. December 27, 1991. X Brown. December, what was that again? 27. Pen stop writing. 27, 1991. Okay. Ashley McFarlane, number 4. Pen stop writing. Ashley McFarlane. Ashley, my God, it's been so long. Ashley McFarlane, what is your birthday? Jessica Green. Yes, you'll be number 5. Jessica Green. Uh-huh. Okay, where is she? Where is she? Okay, Jessica Green, give me your birthday. Write down your birthday. Ashley McFarlane. Okay. Did we go more? Where are you? Okay, and we have uh is that 60288? 60288. And we have Tina Kiara Mary, 11/19/74. Okay, Tina, 6. Tina, you were born, Tina, on 11/19/74. 11/19/74. Jessica Green, are you there? Jessica Green. Jessica Green. Rashida Henry, 7/29/89. 7/29/89. Rashida, you're number 7. Number 8. Jessica Green, 8/23/94. 8/23. What was that now? 8/23/94. All right. And we have Crypto Sandy, 3/12/86. 3/12/86. And that's crypto. Number 9. We're gonna stop at 9, and then I'll do another 9. Young is a Young Ra, 1/22/97. Young Ra. One. What was that again? Once I saw it. Wow. Where is that? It was 1. Wow, I forgot. What was it? What was it? Young Ra, 122.97. 22.97. Okay, for good luck, because it is my birthday, I'll do one more. Ebony Goodwin. Okay, Ebony 10 to 82. 10 to 82. Okay, let's stop here and let us do Tyler. You were born on September 25th, 1931. No, 1991. Sorry. Okay. In 1991, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lunar eclipses. Hello? Hello? Okay, see, the phone doesn't pick up. Doesn't pick up. It's fucked up. Okay, let's go back to. Okay, you were born in September. So the closest date for you for 1991 will be July 26, 1991. You had the lunar eclipse in Aquarius, in 3 degrees Aquarius. Okay. What is your rising sign, Taylor? What is the rising sign? Kyra Taylor? Yeah, your rising sign. Capricorn rising. So if you have Capricorn rising, that means you have Aquarius in the second house of money, making money, your income, how you're going to make your money. It also rules your self-worth and your self-esteem. It also rules value. What do you value in this life? Do you value money? Do you value material things? Do you value personal dignity and ethics? Uh, do you respect yourself and love yourself? And on what basis do you do that? With Aquarius in the second house, eclipsed by 3 degrees, you are not seeing the special and unique quality that's inherent in you. You stand out from all the rest. At the 3rd degree Aquarius, you are here to create something, invent something, or come out with a product that's original, new, innovative, and maybe futuristic, out of the ordinary. It could be something as simple as you paint a picture, but the traditional frames that we use will be different. It will be like a bubble fish, It'll be something creative, or an installation, art that's different, maybe of space and planets, or you create a T-shirt with a logo that will catch waves in the future. Uranus rules the future. Uranus also, or Aquarius, rules groups of people, the masses, but they're not your regular people. These are special people, unique people, a select group. It could be a fraternity, a sorority, a brotherhood. You might create your own lodge or club, You might get involved in relationships that are not normal per se, and they might carry different ways of how they see themselves, view themselves, very eccentric and different, and standing on their ground, projecting what you should be. You might attract people to you that also have uniqueness to them, but they don't own it. And because they don't own it, they have problem manifesting money. The second house rules money, and I'm making money. Maybe you're not making money and not doing well financially because you have a 9 to 5 job. Aquarius is eccentric and it doesn't follow traditional rules. You might need to work for yourself and create something unique to offer the world that you're not going to do working for somebody else. So you might have friction here with Capricorn on the ascendant. So this is eclipsed from your knowledge of the ego now. And this was something that was an issue in other lifetimes. And in this lifetime, you are here to resolve it. You might attract karmics to you that are either Aquarius or have strong Aquarius in their charts. There could be any sign, but they might have a strong South Node in Aquarius, as hinting at the last life, and or you might even have some Capricorn types because remember Saturn used to rule Aquarius before Uranus was um, discovered. So Capricorn, the devil on the ascendant, almost guarantees that you might come across karmics that is going to reflect your own inner worth, whether it's high or low. And it's something that has been going on in many lifetimes for you, and it has not allowed your soul to evolve where it needs to be. So you have to break this barrier here in order to reach the highest God self, which is the Aquarius third degree eclipse. How was that? I hope you like that. Yes. Very good. Very good. The next one, Manifesto Destiny. Manifesto Destiny, you were born in was in I have here 97. 205 97. Are you welcome, Tyler? Okay, Manifesto Destiny. I'm sorry, 91 is 205 91. Okay, you are next. Okay, if we look 1991, 1991, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eclipses in 1991. You were born February 5th. So we look at January 29, 1991. The lunar eclipse is at 10 degrees Leo. 10 degrees Leo. The 10th degree is the degree of the dictator. And Leo rules the king. So the dictator is the king. The king is the dictator. The number one also rules Aries, which is the emperor. With Leo here, you could be a harsh emperor, a harsh ruler. In a past life, you might have been a Leo with ego problems. I'm getting here that you were a male and you had an issue with dominating women to your will. You felt that women were pieces of property that needed to be in their place and do what they do best in the kitchen and in the bedroom. This is going back several hundred years where women were not seen as people, but were seen as objects and objects of pleasure. In this degree of 10 degrees Leo with the lunar eclipse here, depending on the house where Leo is, these attitudes will be expressed. You're going to attract karmics to you that are Leos or Aries, or even Scorpio, the co-ruler, Pluto and Mars in Scorpio. So you might attract these people or the polarity opposite, which is Taurus or Aquarius. These people may mirror the arrogance and pomposity that you used to carry in the immediate past life. This might have caused goals and wishes or even marriages and relationships to suffer because of this egotistical attitude that you possess. Whether you are a woman or a man in this lifetime, you might carry these tendencies with you. You might not be aware that you carry this in your personality. This is what's being eclipsed. Now that you know, you may be able to identify aspects of yourself through others that mirror the lower vibration of this degree position of the lunar eclipse. And that will give you clue as to how to handle and spot the karmics that are approaching you, because they're going to mirror the shadow that you don't see in yourself. How was that? I hope that was okay. Did you enjoy that? Yes. You were born in 93. Let's see, 93, 93. But that was a good one. 93. In 93, the closest eclipse was May 21st. And it's 1 degree Gemini. 1 degree. The degree of the dictator. The degree of Aries, Mars, or the Emperor. Interesting that it's still the same as in the 10th degree Leo. Put the 0 on the opposite and it's still the same. 1, 1. Different here is Gemini. So you might be harsh with your words and you might be offensive in tone or style and not be aware of this. Depending on where the house is that you have this lunar eclipse is where you're going to act out these tendencies of maybe being brash with your language or insensitive to how someone might receive what you say. Gemini is duplicitous. So you might be a liar, a thief, a chronological liar or a thief, or someone who's just very jealous and deceptive. This could be an energy with the emperor here in Aries, right? The god of war that you use to hurt people or to wage war on, war with words. This is something that might have caused a lot of damage and broken a lot of relationships in your past life. And if this is not brought into ego awareness in this life, it might be the same behavior patterns that are causing trouble in this life. You might not be aware of this aspect of your personality, and this is what's being eclipsed from you. You are here to learn to use language as a way to heal and construct, but not to confuse or abuse or to destroy people. Words have power. Be careful what you manifest. On the positive side, this could be a great manifester. You might have a gift to manifest what you say and feel and not realize that it materializes. You might not be aware that you have this ability, and you might say things that you might later regret out of anger. The emperor here, Aries, and manifest something that you might later regret, either to yourself or others. Be very careful of your thoughts and what comes out of your mouth, because you have an ability to manifest by the power of your words. With the loon, this knowledge and information about yourself, you might not be aware that you have. This is what's being eclipsed from you. You're here to identify this. If there is an issue or a problem, you might develop a career in writing, publishing, or even in the entertainment or hotel and hospitality fields. If not, you just might be someone who's very buoyant, gay, and loves being a social butterfly, learning from others, but also teaching others and leading the way to new intellectual pursuits. This is the position. I hope you liked it. Very nice. Yep, I got you. Yes. I hope it was accurate. Very good. Very good. Okay. Next is X Brown. X Brown, you were born on December 27, 1991. So we go back to 1991. Okay. In 1991, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eclipses. You were born in December, so the closest is December 21. You were born on December 27. This is a powerful eclipse for you, 6 days before the actual conjunction of the sun, because we're talking about lunar eclipses because of the north and south nodes. But this is getting close to an actual solar eclipse. So this is something that is like the union of masculine and feminine principles, masculine and feminine forces, and also a great marriage, great business acumen, wealth and happiness. This is the yin and the yang coming together, Gaia and Uranus coming together. Jesus and the church coming together. This is the stars and the heavens bowing down to a king. This is a wonderful, wonderful position. We call this a critical degree. You had it at 29 degrees Gemini. 29 degrees Gemini. 29 degrees is a critical degree and extremely important. Okay, with Gemini here. When we reduce 29, we have 11, which is Pisces, a master number. You're here to write children's books or illustration books, things that deal like with fairy tales, or do blogs of shows like maybe puppetry, things that are very creative, and which is Pisces and Neptune, or even painting, or also poetry, poetry, writing in prose. You might develop a career as a literist or as a linguist, or someone that just may have a fascinating career writing plays, treatments to movies, television shows, films, and soap operas. So this is really the 29th degree is a cardinal and critical degree. Unlike the 1 degree Gemini, you might have these tendencies and these feeling states, and they might stay there. You might never materialize them. But with the 29th degree Gemini, you are forced to develop them, because as a master number, you are teaching something otherworldly through art and literature, because again, the underlying theme is Pisces, Neptune, and the 12th house. The 12th house is a house of karma. So for sure, you're going to be encountering karmics that come from many, 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 many lifetimes ago, that still you have unfinished business to resolve. And it's going to be done by communicating, and in the style that you do, it depends on the house position that this falls in. You also might have karmic relationships with a sibling. Your brother or sister may be karmic. There might be sibling rivalry, or problems with siblings that stems back many, many lifetimes, that now has to reach a conclusion. And also relocation and moving your neighbors, your neighborhood. These are all environmental conditions ruled by Gemini in the 3rd house and Mercury. So you might attract people that may oppose your thoughts and opinions, and might challenge your actual opinion. Okay, with a 29th degree, which is 11 master number, it's a very difficult master number, because it brings lots of conflicts and adversity, particularly against your thinking, against your style, or even against your own creativity. This for sure may be karmics trying to block you like they did before in other lifetimes. You are here to identify this and make sure that you don't repeat this pattern and allow yourself to be beaten by people that are less qualified than you. This is the position. I hope you like. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for your super chat. I really rather that you do Zelle, but I'm grateful. I'm very thankful. Yes, thank you so much. Next, Ashley McFarland. Ashley, June 2nd, 1988. June 2nd, 1988. In 1988, we had 4 lunar eclipses. You were born actually in June. So the closest will be March 17th, 1988. And interesting, here you have the lunar eclipse moon at 28 degrees Pisces. 28 is number 10. You drop the 0 and it's 1. The degree of the dictator, the degree of the emperor, Mars and Aries, the god of war. It is in Pisces, which is spiritual, prophetic, psychic, connection with past life memories and other worlds, and also the spirit world. and even gifts of tarot card reading, astrology, empathic, communication, psychic, and also healing, emotional healing, or the actual healing of the hands. Aries is also quite the healer, especially if it's found at a critical degree. Here, this qualifies as both Aries and Pisces because the 28th degree is also considered a critical degree. So this here also talks, unlike the other position of 10 in Pisces, no, this or Gemini, which has the 29 Gemini, which is Pisces with the master number 11, here is different. With the 28 degrees Neptune in Pisces, we have here um, aggressive, standing your ground in your beliefs and not allowing anyone to knock you out of the box concerning your beliefs. Because this is Aries, Aries deals with resources, being the pioneer, the trailblazer, and the innovator. Here, you are to break trends, to create new pathways of healing or human empathy and understanding. You're here to carve a whole new way people relate to each other and connect with each other. It's a much smaller world today with the advent of the internet. You are here able to spread a kind of universal love through having a platform, speaking, being a motivational speaker, life coach, and speaking from the heart. This is a fantastic position for the motivational speaker that's coming from emotional based truths. This is something that is going to come across in the personality as someone very empathic, very sensitive. Your dreams may be full of pieces of trajectory of epochs and times long ago, accenting different lifetimes, coming to you in a whole stream of one vision, connecting the pattern from those lifetimes to the current one. You can also see this in others if you meditate in a bathtub with water or in a lake or in the water. If you find yourself in water, you're going to be able to read the past, the present, and the future by looking at the water. This is a very powerful gift with Aries here, the cardinal fire burning from underneath the ocean, which creates landmass that rises up. That's a birth. So you are here to give birth to new concepts of healing and connecting empathically to your fellow human beings. This is a gift that might be eclipsed from you. You're here to know this and develop it and give the best of you emotionally, especially if it's personally based. That's going to help advance humanity in a more emotional, empathic level. But I do caution that with this eclipse moon here, you're going to go through a lot of shit, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, and what you're going to use as a basis of resources to teach and help heal others. It comes with the territory. I hope you like that, Ashley McFarlane. I hope you like that. Yeah, it was nice. Very nice. Very nice. Jessica Green. Jessica Green, you were born on the 23rd of August, 1994. We look at 1994 and we find that in 1994, we've had four lunar eclipses. Four lunar eclipses. You were born, Jessica, on August 23rd. The last eclipse occurred May 25th. I had to do some calculations in my head because this was a leap year. May 25th, 1994. So for you, the lunar eclipse natally is 4 degrees Sagittarius. 4 degrees Sagittarius. Oh, I'm trying. Come on. This is crazy. Hello? Hello? No, it's terrible. We have to do the. If you guys want readings today, email me what time today you would like your reading. We're gonna do it live through Zoom or pre-recorded. You pay the fee through Zelle, and that'll be a confirmation that you want it, and we'll do it the same day with a live or through pre-recording. Okay, and that way we bypass the phone because I can do the Zoom on the laptop. Okay, that way you get your reading and you get to see me either live or pre-recorded until I take care of the phone issue by tomorrow. Okay, Miss Green. Yeah, 4 degrees Sagittarius. 4 degrees Sagittarius. It's a little tricky. The fourth degree relates to Capricorn, and is the ambition of wealth, power, and control. Sagittarius is also a sign, a fire sign, not a cardinal Earth, but so it's a semi-square here. Well, Sag with this degree can be a little opinionated, a little dogmatic, kind of pushy, and maybe to a worse degree fanatical. There might be contradictory opinions, and there may be issues with foreigners, whether in your local area or you traveling to other countries might pose a problem where you might encounter power dynamics, for no reason sometimes. And these are karmics that remember you from other lifetimes and will do nothing better than to see you fall. They want to strike you. So you're going to encounter some very powerful enemies in very high circles. The fourth degree promises a life of being surrounded by the powerful people, the ones in the know, the clique, the circle, the powerful circles, and when there's money, fame, looks, when you have it all, what is there to strive for? So usually these kinds of elites turn on each other. So you might encounter here Plutonians or plutocrats, very powerful enemies, but it's an even match because you are a contender to deal with yourself. Maybe you don't know this. Maybe you encounter all kinds of adversities for no apparent reason and you don't know why. And it is eclipsed from you the fact that the same power dynamics that are uncomfortable that you are facing from people, the same traits that you had in other lifetimes that were also unbalanced to the degree that it is unbalanced in this life based on how people treat you. No. So here you are to discover and pay close attention to self and how you come across, how you behave. Polarity being Gemini. You might think you're coming one way, but it's another. So you make sure you integrate all aspects of yourself and that you don't disown any part, because that usually will come out as a shadow or a karmic in your life. You might have already encountered this and wasn't in awareness that this was happening to you. This was eclipsed from you. And depending on the house position of these eclipses is the solution as to how to resolve it and meet it, and also avoid karmic situations. Okay, uh, that's it for you, Jessica Green. I hope you like that. Yes, Tina, November 19, 1974. November 19, 1974. That was a good year. That was the 70s. Yeah. 1974. In 1974, we've had one, two, three, four lunar eclipses. Tina, you were born on November 19th, 1974. We have here 29. 1 second. Hello? Hello? Oh, yes, yes, hi. Yeah, we had a situation where the bank system is down in Chase, and I've been trying to resolve the problem. There is a bank 8 minutes away, so I was thinking of getting on my bike to make a deposit because I got cash. So yeah, we'll be there. It's an issue. So how much more time do I got, or do I get an extension of time so I can either go to the bank myself and make the deposit unless you take the cash? Yeah, the retrograde system is down. You know what? I can give you what's in the card and pay you the balance. It's only like $40 because of the taxes and the rates today was way up than usual. No way. Okay, how much time do I have? Okay, what time is it now? All right. Okay, I'm in the back and get myself going there. I'm gonna get going right now. No, no problem. It's terrible. This is retrograde. This retrograde, the system was down, the phones were down, and also with my bank and all that kind of situation. My goodness. Okay. Tina, the 74. Yeah, the closest is interesting because you're born on the 19th, but here we got the 29th. So that passes us, and that's a leap year. Hmm. Yeah, you're born on the 19th. This passes it. I'm going to have to go with June. June 19, 1974 was not the last, it was the second eclipse, but it's the one closest to November because the November eclipse occurred on the 29th and you were born on the 19th. So that's past the eclipse. So we're going to have to go with June. And that puts you, that's very interesting, 28 degrees Gemini. 28 degrees Gemini, 2 and 8 is 10. Drop the zero, 1, the degree of Aries, the emperor, the dictator, Mars, Aries, the god of war, with Gemini here. Here, depending on the house position, you're here to, again, um, be kind of aggressive in your communication, or maybe not aggressive, but assertive in putting forth your ideas. Uh, Allowing yourself the right to be heard, uh, pushing the envelope. No different than the 10-degree Gemini, it's the same dictator, right? Or 0 degree or 10 degrees. Here, and it's interesting because being born, having what the eclipse being in Gemini, and it causes a square to Scorpio or to Sagittarius. Actually, really Scorpio. So here, there may be a conflict about you see other people's ideas, you know other people's ideas, you even know ideas that people think are not workable, and in your head they become workable, but you don't actualize them. You don't feel you have to. It's enough for you that you know. Should you have to jump into action in any event when it comes to manifesting these ideas, you can do so at the drop of a hat. Maybe this is something just that doesn't really interest you until something does with such compelling force that you go out and you actually manifest it. This is something that you might know now or is outside of your awareness, which this is eclipsed from you, and you're here to kind of like make sure you own every part of you and that you know what you want. Since Gemini is a very changeable sign, make sure that the degree of time that you're sitting on an idea that you decide quickly whether you want to manifest it or just let it ride in the ethers. With the Aries energy here of the cardinality of fire, it'd be better for you to actually manifest these ideas. They don't have to be long term goals that take years and years to manifest. They can be short ones, a troubleshooter, or be an idea person. And a lot of people make a lot of money being idea people. And ideas created, discuss, dispense, next idea. Now, it's short and sweet, which suits you fine, Gemini, whether or not you're a Gemini. you know. But this here, we're talking about the facultative forces of the ego, which doesn't matter what sign you are, operates pretty much the same way. So this is something that you may have had eclipsed from you from other lifetimes. And of course, you're going to bring people to your vibrations that are two-faced and cynical, maybe liars and connivers and thieves. Be careful, because this is also a karmic position with the lunar eclipse natal position of Gemini here. Okay, we're going to stop here, and I'm going to come back because I got to resolve some issues with the hotel. Okay, guys, please donate at ZELLE 347-485-6258. And then I'll be doing this most of the day. This is my birthday, and I will get to see all of you, and I'm going to do another list. Okay, guys, thank you. I hope this resonates.